Today, December 29, 2022, the Ekiti State Election Tribunal sitting in Ado-Ekiti, the capital of Ekiti State, has declared, of course, upheld the governorship election of Ado-Ekiti of Apc'S as the duly elected governor of the state. As early as 8 a.m., supporters of the All Progressives Congress, Apc'S, and Social Democratic Party, SDP faithful, stormed the premises of the Ekiti State Election Petition Tribunal in Ado-Ekiti to know who the judgment of the tribunal panel will favor. The tribunal struck out the petition filed by the candidate of the SDP in the June 18, 2022 governorship election, Owoseni, against the victory of Governor Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji and his deputy, Monisade Afuye. The Justice Wilfred Boshi-led three-man tribunal delivered the verdict and dismissed all the grounds of Owoseni, the SDP candidate's petition, for lacking in merit. The panel held that the petition filed by Oni against the return of Oyebanji and Afuye respectively failed woefully head or tail. Owoseni was challenging the victory of Governor Biodun Oyebanji, the Apc'S candidate, in the poll. Oni on the 7th of July approached the tribunal seeking the nullification of Oyebanji as the winner of the 18th June governorship election on the grounds of irregularities and invalid nomination of the candidate of the Apc'S for the election. Oni and the SDP were the first and second petitioners in the case, while the respondents were Oyebanji, the Apc'S Yobe State Governor, Mai Malam Buni, in his capacity as the chairman of Apc'S Caretaker Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee, ANEC, and the deputy governor, Mrs. Monisade. In the petition, Oni, through his lead counsel, Owoseni Ajayi, told the tribunal that the Apc'S had no candidate in the June 18 governorship election on account of the fact that the primary that produced him was invalid, but the tribunal ruled that the candidate of the Apc'S, Biodun Abayomi Oyebanji, was validly nominated. The court ruled that Mai Malabuni is a sitting governor who cannot be tried as he enjoys some provisions of the Constitution, citing EFCC versus Ayofayoshi. The tribunal chairman, Justice Wilfred Boshi, and a member of the panel, Justice Zad Zadawa, also held that the petitioner failed to prove beyond reasonable doubt that the allegation level against Mrs. Monisade Afuye that she presented fake WAEC result to the Independent National Electoral Commission, ANEC. The tribunal upheld that Biodun Oyebanji and his deputy, Monisade Afuye, were duly nominated and sponsored by the Apc'S in line with Section 177 of the Constitution and Section 31 of the Electoral Act. Reacting to the judgment, Apc'S chairman Paul Omotosho and former Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice in Ekiti State, Olawale Faponda San, described the judgment as a victory to democracy.
We got a very nice judgment, and that actually spells protection for democracy, defense of justice. We have really gotten it, and that is a perfect judgment.
What is important to state is that we're all winners. I think the governor has never seen this as a us versus them issue. And I'm sure you hear him again reaffirm the need for all of us to come together and work in the interest of the state.
The judgment to me is part of electoral process. Election these days is not complete until you get to tribunal. The onus is on tribunal or the petitioners and the defendant to prove their case, which has been done in this case. And I believe sincerely that it will go a long way in deepening democracy.
For SDP and Owoseni's lead counsel, Owoseni Ajayi, the judgment is a daylight robbery, which is said will be challenged at the appeal court.
Most of the crucial issues raised in respect of the petition were not addressed. So we are going to definitely appeal against the judgment. You should know that we have 3 legs of court. This is the court of the first hearing. We have a court of appeal. We also have a Supreme Court. These people should rejoice minimally, because you will realize that most of the petitions where governors were removed were done by the Supreme Court.
With this response from Owoseni Ajayi to the judgment, the last has not been heard of this case, as SDP has vowed to go to the appeal court for a fair hearing. Kyle Dadibile reporting for Pop TV News at Ado-Ekiti.
People of the Fountain.